Okay, so live chat is up, so hopefully I won't miss you. But it's like I've only got to touch this phone and like things go off. It's like it turns off. They're so sensitive these days. It's ridiculous. so so I thought we'd start early. All right. So howdy, partners. Hello. So I could say howdy, partners again. That's because that's the official start. But for those who just want a little chat at the beginning, pop in, say hello. I'll write your name down as well, purely just so I can thank you at the end. All right. Uh, I don't expect many to come in. Don't be quite so much. Now, one thing I'll say about the Witcher 3 play that I'm doing, okay? Take the glass off. Is the main thing that's governing me on whether I may have to stop it. I'm going to try and finish it though. I am going to try and finish the kind of main quest at least. But one of the things that governs that is the fact that this is on PlayStation Plus. So it means I have to pay a monthly subscription to be able to continue playing the game. And because I've been reducing it from premium all the way down to the basic one, I haven't got access to this anymore unless I play an extra month. So I have to pay extra a month so that I can play this game, because I don't need to buy it because I've already got it on the Xbox. I did it when the game first came out, but it was a very long time ago, so I've forgotten. And so I don't want to buy it again, because in the previous version where I tried to do a lot more of the game, streaming, I wasn't streaming then, so that's why you can't watch that one. I was playing it over a long period of time, so and still didn't quite finish, but still did most of the stuff that I had to do. All right, so this is a little bit trimmer, and it relies on the time I have and whether I continue the subscription. Okay, so that's a little bit that's holding me back. Occasionally it does go really cheap, like 10 or 15 quid. So I could possibly do it if it does that, but at the moment it's kind of high price again. So that's kind of, I just want to put that record straight, and then we'll kind of go into the let's start the stream, and off we go. All right. So now we'll do the howdy partners. So howdy partners, welcome to the Witcher 3 today. All right. So I just want to say at the beginning. Right. So today we're going to do the things men do for coin. So there you go. So we're going to do some side quests, because to complete the main mission I will need to be a goodish level, and as you can see I'm quite susceptible to damage. Okay, so we're trying to raise our level by doing these other things, which are all interesting. They are. They're better than your average quest on most other games. So we're going to kind of finish this off. So I won't read the whole of that, but it's says, while crossing Velen a week or so in the past, I spied a few well-dressed stiffs laying around the forest. Travel back some bags untouched. Refugees fleeing the war, and whatever flies up to them gets all their worldly belongings. You ken what I'm saying, mate? Grab a chest, head off, cross the Pontar, post haste, and strip those stiffs of rings, necklaces, and everything else around some. Struggle and everything else for some nimbler prick does. But keep a sharp axe around the belt all the while, for Velen's pure heaven in monsters. Yes, but hey, in all name of a good cause, fill your pocket. So kind of, the way it's because some of them are not very highly intelligent or speak well, so it makes it difficult to read some of these things. So that's what we're doing, and then we'll probably maybe try this one. So we'll try and get some of these little minor ones out of the way, like treasure hunts or little things. And if I can do one of these secondary ones, we'll also try and do it. So very much I must look and find out that one, but there is a couple on here we could possibly do, like this one. So we're going to try and do these just to get our level up so we can do more. Alright, so at the moment we're doing this one. Okay, and if we go to our world map, we are just about there. We just got to go down to there. Alright. Alright, so that's what we're doing. So we're just rested so that all our stuff is filled up. Well, you know, I'm going to kind of cover the thing on the left-hand side, but that's about the only place I can put it. And I generally will pick up all flowers and all this kind of stuff. So we've got to find the looter's body. So yeah, every time I see X, I think of Xbox. So good idea to have a look around. You know, get this the Witcher sense up. But yeah. So it's a couple of things I want to ask. One of them is, do you mind if I, you know, do the occasional little bit of fun, have a laugh, you know, whatever, or not? I prefer that I do it far more seriously. So that's one of the things that, you know, I'm waiting for answers, and nobody's really giving me answers. Because you know, some people are saying, yeah, yes, we like it, and then, but I'm not getting anything else. So until you know, I have some idea, I won't quite know what to do to make it, you know, more appealing for you. So I'm kind of struggling in that department on what people want. Right, looks like it. So I'm going to these things, but it doesn't seem to be doing much, because I don't know where this counts. Probably doesn't. So I'll try my best on this game. I am struggling. Right, okay, now we've got those bushes. This is showing up. Okay, and then we just hope it all works and knits it all itself together. I always pick this stuff up because there are a couple of ingredients that I just haven't been able to find, and that is preventing me from continuing, basically. Right, so we found a treasure key, a letter. I won't bother with a smoking pipe. Alright, and then it should come up as press that to read it. Okay, Villard, you bastard. I ken where you can drop up the coin to pay off me. I'll pay off your many debts. Villain, now. Blowheads say those bogs ain't worth a muffled fart from a saggy sow. But don't you believe 'em, mate? They did kin shape from. So I see, you know, a bit hard to read. A man can make a killing there, and a dwarf can do twice as good, I'm sure. So here's the creek. While crossing Villain a week or so past, I spied a few well-dressed stiff lying around the forest. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing. We're just looking for this loot. So yeah, blah 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 blah. So pretty much what we said earlier when we read that note. Why is it saying take? Have I got to take that? Not really sure. Right, and yeah, it's very wiggly move aboutable. Right, so now we have a point to head for. Yoked. You know, because you're always hoping that, you know, this thing will continue. Right, there's now this one here, if you're wondering how, you know, all got bees, you know, they kind of attack you, take a bit of your health away, because even the bees are dangerous. So all we do is do this. I tend to, you know, although it's not as quick as the other one, so you just do that, burn it, let it burn for a bit, that'll scare the bees away. Stuff will drop, and then you pick it up. Not really that useful, but still. So it kind of points in a direction, but I can't see where it is. It could be it's up there, but yeah, it keeps kind of disappearing, this stuff. Yeah, because which way is it supposed to go? Forward or backward? Oh, it looks like it's this way. So you know, trying to track this down is proved a little difficult. Another one apparently. And it's all dependent on whether we can click on them then. So where was that? So yeah, it's a little bit. I do get stuck by this because it's like you go the way that they think. And you know, I can't see her. Anybody see her? Oh, there is something there, right? Okay. Oh, that was the wrong one actually. So I don't know where something in the cheese. I mean, I very much doubt it. It's like even bees in there do significant amount of damage. It's a little bit surprising, isn't it? So I don't know. Yeah, it's I keep getting stuck on this all the time because you know, it just loses its focus now and again. It's not getting this cheese. I don't know. It's so yeah, and you know, we should like point them into a direction. Find the looter's valuables. I'll tell you what, it could be over there. Let's try over here. Could be here. Look. It's not saying it's over here, but you know, I'm looking. So I'll take that. I don't think it looks like that. So it's always a good idea to look at these loot box things. You know, it's always a good idea. I'm going to go over here because you can, you know, could be something in there. Well, if I highlight it, that would tell me, wouldn't it? So yeah, I've got to work this stuff out. The only trouble is, you know, if you don't know how to progress, it can sometimes hold you up. And yeah, especially me. So I can't quite work this out because I can't see where it's leading. It goes here. Is there a way of getting in there that I just don't know about? Is it something down there? It's like, oh yeah, it's like just down there, like. It's like, honestly, that's what you call well hidden. So we'll pick this up. So yeah, well hidden. 100 viewers, no messages. Is that right, Neptune? Hello, Neptune. How are you? Yeah, I know. I can't go work it out. people watch, but you know, nobody likes to comment. People just don't like me or something. Am I too silly to be watchable? You know, I would like some feedback. Right, so we've done that. So now we've got the final preference. That's our main mission. So whenever you know you completed something, it will always jump ahead to your final preparation. So we can, you know, that mission's going to be difficult. I know it's not. I can't really do it yet. All right, so I'm going to try and find which ones to do here. But some of these I can do, but some of them are just races or whatever. And I don't really want to do the races. Got to find that one I was going to do just now. I think it was Black Pearl. I mean, we could do that one actually. Or we could do that one. So I just didn't know what to do really. I'll tell you what, let's do this one. Alright. And go to the world map, and then obviously we've got to make our way there. So we've got to go here. So always a little bit of running around. So you know, I'm trying to do it as quickly as I possibly can. So because there's a lot of, you know, of this running to, you know, to the travel spot all the time, which kind of wastes a lot of time. Unfortunately, it takes that big chunk of what I'm trying to do here. Is just spent time travelling. So that's what I tend to ramble on in between. But you know, if you want to chat and you know, let me know about The Witcher. You know, the little tips you can pass on, because you know, I tend to play it a little bit more efficiently now, so I don't get, you know, if it's too you know, if this game is very complicated, I struggle a little bit more. Right, we're gonna investigate. There's something going on here. Is there? So we've got to go to the travel spot. Okay. Which you know, got to be. It's like it's right here. Sometimes it's like you can't quite see it. Yeah, it's like it kind of murders him with the background. It's a bit hard to work out where to go. Right. I take it we got to go here. So it always involves a little bit of running around, because you know it's always in between travel spots. So I do get a bit frustrated, you know.
Geralt had to face Eredin,
But there you
could
go.
only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic, so Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses.
So that's what we've got to do in the main
too
mission.
began to lay plans of his own.
So thanks Neptune State for coming in, alright? Nice to see you. But, you know, and if you've got any help, if you see I'm struggling, you know, everyone give me some help, please help me out, okay? If you can. And if you want to come in and chat about the game or whatever, let me know. Usually this game's all, you know, loads pretty fast, but I think because they've got this new upgrade now, which kind of boosted the graphic level even better. And it's free, by the way. You know, just want to rub that in, you know, it is free. Nothing in this game, you know, you only got to get the DLC, and the DLC is extremely valuable for your money, you know. And I won't get it because I found it very difficult, because I wasn't quite high enough on level then either. But I can't remember the action button now. I'll probably the attack button. Sorry, Mr. Horse there. What if I could pick up the stuff?
Whoa there, Roach.
Let me just get off a minute. I said let's just get off a minute. It's like something I've noticed with games is every time you try to do something, it's always a bit sluggish. Whereas you know, bosses seem to have that instant. Everything's done at great speed, isn't it? So Roach will follow. Right, so let's see if we can find this stuff. Okay, we've got a chicken sandwich. I'll eat a chicken sandwich and move on to that. Right, so right, we have dead bodies here. Right, okay. So it's we have to do this a lot. It's examining. But you won't progress the quest unless you do this.
Wasn't a fair fight. Didn't stand a chance.
Alright, so that's the way this game is. You have to analyse stuff and look for stuff, and only then will it progress
Show me
to
what
the
you
next
got.
stage. Right, okay, here they come then. Something over there. I always get besieged in this all the time. There's no escape. You'll always have this happen. So get used to it. Doesn't seem to be showing anything so far, apart from enemies. I've done that one. I've done that one. And I can't see anything else here. Usually it tends to be where the enemies are. So we'll see if we can head towards that. It's showing red, so it's looking good. But the trouble is, you know, you don't get much chance of looking into this thing, do you? But as soon as these aren't too difficult, we'll get rid of those. But yeah, so they usually hit you before you can get in there. But you know, Oblivion's a little bit of that, you know, a little bit. They jump in, you know, don't give him much chance. You know, whip him before you get a chance to say hello. But I'm kind of used to that, so it's not too bad. And it's a bit simpler to get through the UI. Right, so is any more of these? Yeah, it's like it heads that way, but then I don't know. It kind of confuses me. It shows you the way, but then doesn't show the way. I don't know. Anybody like to explain it to me? Right, there's something over there. So right back where we started. Oh, but there is something on the other side. So yeah, easily missed if you don't look behind you. And sometimes you've got to do everyone. Sometimes, you know, it just shows a little bit at a time.
Dried.
But if you see X, then follow it. But it does kind of do gaps every now and again, so it's a little bit hard to, you know, find it sometimes.
Blood hasn't even dried.
It does move around a bit. So,
Ground splattered with blood for a few feet around.
So, yeah,
A lot of it.
I don't know why they got loads of them. I suppose it's in case you miss any. So they leave a few, so at least you'll do a minimum amount. I take it that's what it is. But this is going back, isn't it?
Definitely came through here.
So yeah.
Blood hasn't even dried.
I do every one because I'm just trying to like clear them really.
Blood hasn't even dried.
So it looks like it's going to repeat a lot. Yeah.
Definitely came through here.
It's like if you're doing it a proper one, it won't proceed. So I know it's a little bit tricky to do sometimes. Right, let's just go here. Let's get that one. And pick up the stuff if it drops any. It didn't always drop loot. You know, if it's got that cross on there, then obviously it will. And if you do that, it just highlights it in case you can't find it. Right, so it's telling me to go that way. Okay.
Blood hasn't even dried.
So yeah, I sometimes wonder if I'm doing the same ones over and over again. I keep clicking them.
Blood hasn't even dried.
Just so that it keeps going. But yeah, it does wander around a lot. That's the only kind of trouble. I think Horizon does this better because it stays there for a little while. And although this does stay there for a little while, you know, it also shows you the direction as well. So, but yeah, it's like a little bit intermediate.
Ground splattered with blood for a few feet around.
Yeah, and then we end up back here. So I don't know, which is just usually how it goes, isn't it? Again, it's trying to lead me back. So we're forever being led back here. So it makes it a little bit difficult for me to sort this out. So if any out there have got some idea how to do this, because man, these keep stopping me from progressing all the time. So I have to keep switching to something else. And then come back later and hope I get lucky. So this is what is unfortunately happening, and no, I think it's just the fact that I just can't work out so well this time. So we may have to just dump yet another one. So it's becoming a recurring theme, which is the only thing that's put me off it is during this play, is I am struggling more with it. So I never know quite what to do anymore, because I don't really want to do these. So I'm going to try this one, okay? Because I don't want to, you know, keep doing things that are boring to do. And again, we got to go to one of these. I just can't wait till the new consoles will come along and actually give us what we want, which is 60 frames a second at 4K. That's all we're asking. We've been asking for that for years. They keep promising it every new console, and we never get it. You know, I just think they're just doing tiny improvements just so they can sell a new machine, basically. That seems to be what it's all about. Just little upgrades. Because it's, you know, easier for them, isn't it? So we've got to go over there, which again means, you know, we've got to do these travel spots. So, always this element I'm going to walk about. Oh, sorry if I keep on about it every week, but man, that is frustrating. It really is. This is why I'm glad about the, don't use stamina. So at least we can run very quickly to these things. So at least that's one thing that's done right. Because if you have stamina in the game, it's got to be so that, you know, it replenishes quickly. And out of combat, you know, it probably, you know, doesn't need to be, you know, it doesn't get used up, you know, it just allows you to use it unlimited. I think it makes a lot more sense. But it says if I press this, I swim fast. Oh yeah. So, yeah, if I get stuck on a mission, I'll be really appreciate some help, because I do seem to get stuck a lot. Because I just don't hit that vital clue at the right time. You know, I'll tell you what, it's like sometimes, you know, you can't climb these things, you know, these I don't know, games really haven't mastered this, have they? Where, you know, you're coming out of water or out of something. I don't think I had problems first time I played this. But it's like, well, why can't I come out of water? It's like, well, it's like this. I don't know whether this is a bug that's come in since this game's been upgraded. But I don't know, I find in this more of a problem. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Whereas like Breath of the Wild just did it and let you climb everything. That eliminated the whole thing. So I'd say well under them for doing that.
Come on.
Well, I may have got but humans, you know, you can actually destroy these. These are not a problem. But I don't want to pick up all the rubbish. Right, let's keep going then. But yeah, we will be constantly stopped by something. Right, now there's something over there. The trouble is you can't like scan it or find out what it is. You just got to go by what you think it is.
Let's dance.
Right, a cockatrice. Is that a cockatrice? Because like, I don't give you much chance to even read the writing because the writing's very small. Right, so you know, when it comes to potions, so the thing I haven't been doing is using these concoctions, which are far better than the old potions and they last a lot longer. And because I'm always trying to do the easiest option, I tend not to pick them because there's a lot of these to go through. Because you know, if they were in alphabetical order, it'll make it so much easier. So, you know, but I've got to go through every single one, or memorise them all. You got to find the right one. If you do this, and you get the right one, it becomes so much easier. But it takes a long time to go through it all. So it's a kind of basilisk type thing, so I'll whack that one. Can I just... But apparently I can't do that, apparently. Right, so and then it's changed to it, which is the, you know, the difficult bit. Oh, apparently I haven't got it. All right, we'll forget that then. So we'll use the crossbow, which by the time I get to it, it'll probably be too late. You know, but yeah, you know, got to move quicker, obviously. And I'm not the greatest at kicking because I've got a small dodge. Very small dodge, a very long one, which takes me a long way away. So, hard I think is the normal one. That gives us a chance to hit him a couple of times and then get it. Right, okay, but yeah, as I see, you don't get a lot of time. I'm trying to track him, but you know. I like to use my skill, you know, the dodging and all that, and get out of the way, and then do the shot, you know. Bam, gotcha, cut him off. I don't use concoction, I just use my skill. It's for a reason, I'm sort of, you know, hit certain buttons at certain times, get the correct thing, you know, pull it, you know, it just takes too long. There you are, that's him out of the way. I tend to go for the easier option, so I'm sure you people, you know, use your brains, don't you? And go, oh yeah, make this easier for myself. Right, okay, so it could be over here somewhere. But you know, collapsed bridge, you may need to jump this.
Hey
right, looks
there,
like that's him.
Master Witcher, over here. Your blades.
Right,
not at your waist
Nidas.
like everyone else.
Or Nidas.
Good you're here. So, what'll it be? Will you help old Nidas find a black pearl for his wife?
Yeah.
I'd like it done already. Humidity's unkind to my bones. They've started creaking.
Tell me about it. Okay, right, I've got a couple of biscuits and a nut or two. Alright, so let's go.
Let's go. But get ready for them to creak some more. Not likely to find pearls where it's dry.
True. But I survived worse during the war. At Rosrock, we fought waist deep in the swamp and... wasted my breath. History don't mean a whit to youngsters. Come on, Pearl Grounds aren't far now.
Okay then, after you. And if you run, they run. It's one of the best things about this game is they do what they're told.
Quite the spring in your step for a man your age.
Have you seen me in my prime?
He's not
30
stupid,
miles a day I did in full dress.
But look at that, you know, don't you love that in games where they run at great speed and jump,
This
get
is
held
the
up?
place.
Held up.
They say dive down here and you'll see the oyster beds all
Right,
around.
okay.
Problem is, not all hold pearls, and the black ones are a real rarity. But search long enough and you're sure to find one.
Ah, so I'm supposed to do the diving.
Well, you see, I've been in the infantry all my life, so I'm not one for water. And my lungs ain't what they used to be, so, yeah.
Customer's always right.
Right then, so I think it is that way then. Okay, so we'll head towards there and hope for the best. But I'll pick up this stuff. Right, okay, first of all, we do our usual thing. I've got to remember which button. We'll go to here, a quick kip, so that it fills up all our potions. Okay, wait for him to stand up, then do that. Let's do final preparation. Hang on. Oh no, it's not final preparations. Okay, sorry about that. I accidentally hit it thinking. So yeah, that's the only trouble with this. Sometimes it wants to switch around. And then I'll get stuck because I can't remember which one it was. Seems to do this a lot. Keep switching around. Forgot which one it was now. I wish it wouldn't do this. Black Pearl. Right, okay, Black Pearl. Alright. So, yeah, I wish it would just give you a second option.
Blades. Why not hit your waist like everyone else?
Right, so it's in there somewhere. I know I'm going to save. Because when it doesn't, you know, auto-save or save now and again, you can lose a significant amount of progress. So, let's swim all the way there. Watch out for the evil minions. And I'll have a quick biscuit while I'm swimming. And obviously these guys are going to come along. But usually by the time you fired, of course, it's too late. So, you know, you got to like do this well in hand. And yeah, they always get you. Because it's such a darn slow weapon, basically. You don't want to target it, but sometimes you don't need to target it. They never seem to leave anything, do they? So yeah, and then you have to search around. So what I generally do is, from the top here, I look down, therefore saving the oxygen. Alright, and then I know it's down there. Therefore we have the maximum amount of time. Which is all the way down there. Although, yeah, I must have this thing on reverse because when I go left it goes right. So we'll do that. Grab all these pearls as quick as we can. And God, it's desperately slow. See if we can get them all. Oh. Right, and then the black one, because it's always the last one you get. Because this is, you know, every time they do these things, it's always the last one you get. So I just did enough. Right, okay. So I'll try and have a snack in between, you know, when we're not talking to somebody. Right, let's return. So it's a good idea, you know, not to have stamina running out. You're out of camber. Makes perfect sense to me. Right, okay, I think he's fighting against these vicious monsters. Let's see to turn up every 5 seconds.
Help! I can't!
How you like that silver?
Try not to try and save his life at least.
It pulls.
Right, now we're doing a second art loop here. Right, I've got to highlight it. Makes it a lot easier. Okay, and all across this. Right, okay, let's see what Nidas says.
Damn it. Splashing must have attracted them. You alright?
Nicked in a few places. But if I pull through after sodding, I'll survive this too. So, any luck?
Black pearl, just like you wanted.
Beautiful. Rare. Like my letter. Well, as Constable Natalis would say, you've earned a medal. Or better yet, a week's leave in a brothel.
Coin will be fine.
Oh, yes, about that. Listen, I feel right foolish, but, well, I didn't bring any coin with me.
Oh dear. So what should we do? Good Geralt or bad Geralt? Dog so wise, you know, I didn't need any money. I just did just to help you out. Or I could say, don't try and shoot me. Force it out of him. I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to be wise today.
Wise?
Wasn't it? Even the high roads are dangerous now. Not what they once were.
Yeah, it's a war.
We'll meet in Novigrad. I'll pay you to the last copper. Foot soldier's honour.
You couldn't tell me where you're going to be because that would help considerably. In the Golden Sturgeon. Right, let's cross fingers here. That actually shows me where that is. And doesn't give me a rough approximation. Well, I take it it's going to be like, you know, here. Let me just have a look at this a minute. Right, okay, it does. Excellent. Right, well, that's the kind of stuff I want to see. Okay, I want it nicely marked. Okay, so we'll go to here. And there's loads of these little things. I won't do them now because it does involve a lot of swimming and stuff. So, you know, somehow we got to get from here to there. And we all know how difficult that was. So we'll try something a little bit closer, which apparently there isn't any in this. So again, we got to do this thing of, you know, we've got to find a boat. So we'll find a boat, and we'll try and row to the nearest one. But yeah, man, I find this slows me down a lot. So we'll try that one. You know, we could go for these, but I can't leave these for a minute. These are just like little things to do. Just to get, you know, additional loot, whatever. So I don't know. What do you think about, you know, these little things that do additional loot? Do you think that's you know, is that a good thing in games? I don't mind. I don't, you know, I think all games got to have an element of that, but you don't want to be saturated with those kind of, you know, just average kind of things. You just want a good quest mostly and good story. So let's go on this rather broken boat I have, and yeah, again, sometimes, you know, can't get the points where I can't quite get, but get her in. So it's a little bit of a broken boat here, beating it around the bush, smashing against the rocks. Easily done, but highly maneuverable boat we have. Right, okay, and then work out the best route, which obviously is a long way around. So it's either go through all these things or go through this little bit here and around there. But you know, just when you thought it was like easy to get somewhere, you got to go all, you know, I don't want to go all that long route where I could get it wrong. So it's a little bit frustrating having to do all this, I find. It's the easiest way to get to that without spending a significant amount of time. Let's probably go over here. So let's go over there. But yeah, I think that's the only trouble. I find it does waste a little bit of time sometimes. Just feel like it could be slightly better. I don't know. It's like when you can't see much on the map, that makes it a little bit harder to quite navigate it, isn't it? Because you know you're looking for that one spot that you can get through. So hopefully it's that. So it's more like a one button press for the map as opposed to one or two. So we'll try and get it through here, but you know, a bit iffy, but it saves me going all the way around. But yeah, so this is where it can get rather difficult. I swear I've got it the wrong way. It's like when I go left it goes right, when I go right it goes left. Yeah, I might have to reverse that. But it only seems to be on a boat when I get problems. So I've honestly got to go around the other way. So it looks like I don't want to go through there. So that's what makes this a long process, and which is why I've got to keep cutting out stuff all the time. It's because you've got to do the longer route to get to everywhere. I don't know, I just find it a little bit annoying, that's all. Because it's wasted time, you know. Like I said before, you know, if you have a fast travel, let it just click on it and just go there. You've got to first find another travel point. I mean, I think it was better done in Zero Dawn because the fires were generally near the areas you had to go, so it's a little bit better done. And although this is, you know,
Not your lucky day.
Fantastic game, a couple of things could have been done slightly different, which is maybe why they're changing engines, just to kind of improve it, just get an easier way of doing that. So we'll see if that's what happens. But again, very narrow place to get through here, which could hold us up, and you know, and we have to get out of the boat. You know, it's not exactly easy to get through this. So it's always a lot of wasted time. So to all the way there, to go all the way up to there, and then we've got to come all the way back. It's like it is rather a lot to do, isn't it? I just find that I know I'm wanting really. But I try not to moan about that too much. I do kind of have a little. I'm not going to go at it, but I know little things sometimes just annoy me a bit for some reason. Oh, stop moaning and go back to just having a bit of fun. Right, so yeah, it takes a while. So I generally run there as fast as I possibly can, so you know, the less amount of time I'm spent wandering, the better. All right, then we go to here. And thankfully, it's fairly nearby, but it's never quite there. So it's always a little bit.
Geralt had to face Eredin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic, so Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avallac'h, too, began to lay plans of his own.
And this is a lot shorter loading than it was the original time. You know, it's got at least in half, but still, you know, a fair old time. But I think it should be well over a minute before. But it still takes a little while. And yeah, why it puts you there, I'll never know. Right, so it looks like we actually got our place to go to, and it's going to lead us there. Let's hope so.
No bread, no coin.
So I'm very much reliant on this system because these towns are so huge. You know, we have to have this system, and you've just got to hope you just follow it correctly because it's constantly adjusting, which sometimes kind of throws you off a little bit. Because, you know, you think, oh, it's here, but it isn't. It's kind of, yeah, I know. Right, okay, so there's obviously a better way of doing it. I've probably gone for that one. Right, so here's Nidas, okay.
Geralt, Witcher and Pearl Hunter. There you are, your coin. Earned every last bit. I'd never have done it without you.
Was it worth it?
I think so. Aye. I suppose Letter likes it.
So actually, I think this is what Bethesda learned, is when you don't put the whole of your proper reply there and you try and shorten it, that's when it gets confusing and you might not quite understand. And that's why every kickback on Fallout 4 about trying to shorten something, it didn't always give the obvious thing of choice. You know, you didn't quite know which one meant what. And that's why they kicked back in case and somebody did a mod which includes the whole text, so we had a clearer understanding. Right, so I'm not quite sure which one to pick because I'm not quite sure how he will answer it to that. Because, you know, with these yes, no's, agreements, I'm not really sure. So I'm not sure she's ingrate.
Sure as hell should. Pretty damn ungrateful of her otherwise.
It's, a bit more complicated. See, let us sick. Something's not right in her head. Started with a memory she'd forget things, then she stopped recognising folk, even me. And now, she don't even speak. Thought if she saw the pearl, something would wake inside her. You know, we talked a lot about that stupid promise. It was our joke, just ours for years, but no, it didn't work.
Sorry.
As am I. Farewell, Geralt. Gods guide you the path.
Okay. But even like a minor quest, you know, this is mostly filled out, isn't it? And we're getting points all the time. Plus we're getting a little bit of loot. Okay, so I'll try and get through some of these quests so I can just go up a few more levels. But you know, with for these being things like races and Gwent, which I'm not good at, I don't particularly want to do Gwent cards because that's, you know, that's more completing it quicker. My God, have I really got to go this far? See what I mean? It does waste a lot of your time, doesn't it, this travelling? So I do hope they improve on that on the next one. And just give us a point we can click, bang, we're there. Because if you put enough content in, you shouldn't need to slow a game down. You should just make sure there's really good content in it. Then you won't have to do this kind of thing. But I don't know if that's why they did it. It's the same one, isn't it? Yeah, so yeah. Because there's so many quests which say, oh, use your senses to find something, it's very hard to know which is which. So all that time there wasted because I just couldn't differentiate between which quest, because some of them quite samey. So it's not easy to know which way to go. These are always respawn. Why I like the Elder Scrolls is because they don't respawn. If I come back here, you know, within 3 days, I won't get these coming up every time. See how long it took me to take that sword out and wield it. Very long time. So we want you know, computers, consoles, we want them so that they're as quick as the enemies are. Because otherwise we're just wasting our time. Because we haven't got time to do so. So yeah, so again, you know, this could frustrate me to the point where I have to stop, or because I don't keep up my subscription, I won't be able to play it anyway. So it's because, you know, they're all fairly similar in that, like, oh, just look for it. So I'll tell you what, we'll try doing the cat school gear instead, which means I've got fast travel once again. So yeah, this is why. It's probably why the first time I stopped playing, because I'd done like a huge chunk of the game, you know, a massive area, you know, massive part of the game. You know, I'd done well more than I needed to. And again, we got to go back to one of these two things. So it was a long process doing this. So the first time I did most of the side quests, and I did you know, practically all the main quests. But you know, there's lots of things of loot, go and find the loot and all that kind of thing. And after a while, you can get to the point where, you know, you're always repeating the similar things. So you don't want to keep repeating. So you know, you want to. So I tend to move on to other things because you know, I tend to pick stuff which is of, you know, quality, and if it's like something that's a bit generic, you know, I'll do quite a lot of them before I give up. But eventually, you know, we're going to stop because, you know, I don't want to keep just an endless amount. Which is why I don't do missives in Skyrim, because, you know, that's the kind of, you know, simple quest, A to B, pick up something for somebody and put it back. I just don't find those exciting enough. I'd rather do something which is a bit more quality to it. You know, like Tales of the Shire, for instance. So although I may go on about, you know, I like quality games, I don't mind the odd game where, you know, I don't need to do that. I can just have a nice simple experience where I can just go in, you know, build something and have a little bit of fun. Sometimes just want to chill out as opposed to doing hard games that punish me. So and I know, and I'm one of those that likes to have a chill game now and again. I did Stardew Valley. I did nearly the whole Stardew Valley. You know, probably something might be surprised by that since I like action RPGs and all that. Now, this is one of those where, yeah, this is the one that's really difficult as well, because by Jove, that destination point is so close and yet I cannot get to it due to the fact I can't get access to it. Hello, hope I'll be playing New Game Plus. I can't remember if I've done a New Game Plus. So thanks, what was it, Alan? Yeah, Alan Urkeg. That's probably not how you say it. So I apologise, Alan. So New Game Plus, you know, I may have done it. You know, it's so long ago when I played this, like 2015. I bought this on day one. I cannot remember if I did a New Game Plus, to be honest. I'm really not sure, but you know, Aaron, if you know about this game, how do I get to that location down there? So we're doing the cat school gear, and I cannot complete this gear, and I couldn't do it the first time because I was missing one part, one or two bits. Because I couldn't get to this particular bit here, and I don't know how to get there because it's not giving me information on how do I get to it. So I tried like jumping off the cliff, all kinds of stuff to try and do it, and it never. I just can't get to this area. I keep falling off and dying. So if you have some idea of how to get this, I would very much appreciate it, because it could be you've got to go in through a secret tunnel. You know, I saw a cave down there. The one time I did manage to get to it by just jumping across the rocks and just trusting to luck. I did find a cave. And, right, okay. But I still couldn't find the thing. Right, go near that house where the fences are. Right, is that... it's a bit hard to tell where the fences are, isn't it? Because it depends which house you mean. Because we can't zoom in quite close enough. It's very hard to know which one, because there's a lot of houses here. So you know, trying to find one with fences.
When you're gripping a pair of pincers.
Yeah, I mean, there's up, there's down. I mean, I've no idea which way to go. It's why verticality in what I find more difficult. It does say it's down, so let's try going down.
In a hurry.
But I've tried this 2 or 3 times and I can't find it. Because it's forever going close here. And I can't see a fence. Because whereabouts is this fence? It doesn't even show a fence. So if you could help me. Hang on, let me just make sure too this is the right one, because this is the trouble sometimes, is sometimes on the right one. Because it says, it has 2 markers here, and this is what kind of throws me, it does several markers, which makes it very difficult for me to find out where it is. Because which one of these 2 is it? They both seem to be heading to the same spot, so this is why I found this confusing the first time. Is where is this fence? How do I track down a fence when there's multiple levels? So if you know where it is from here, I'd greatly appreciate it. because I've been trying to do this for years. So it says Temple Isle. I don't even know where Temple Isle is, because it doesn't say. So I haven't got any reference point to know where that is. So can anybody help me? And now there's no sense of where it is either, because now it doesn't tell you where it is. It has something just there, look, which every time I've tried it before, I just die here. But the actual cave is just there, but if I go there, there's nothing there. So this is why I find this a very confusing quest, because it doesn't guide me there at all. So I must have to go via something else, but I don't know which fence, because I don't think I've seen a fence yet.
Long live the king.
So I've no idea where to go.
Sounds proud.
Is it down there, or is it up here? And I know I'm moving around a lot, but if nobody answers, all I can do is wander around hoping to find the fence. So I'll stay here for a bit and hope somebody can help me out. But this has always been my biggest problem, is sometimes it doesn't quite lead you exactly to the place you want. It kind of leaves you to look around and pick up the clues. So I've no idea where to go. So does anybody know how to get to that location up there? Fast travel to Elector's Square. Head northwest along the coast. Right, okay. Thanks very much, Alan, because I've been struggling for years to do this. Right, I'm in the Electoral Square. So I'll try and follow it. It's a little bit difficult because I've got to keep referring to text all the time. And it keeps like, swipping, his phones keep flicking around all over the place. Northwest along the coast. So when you say along the coast, do you mean I've got to be down by the coast? So because there seems to be a spot here, but if I try going down there, 9 times out of 10 I'll die. And with a load of trees here, is it this? Doesn't seem to be, but I can't get past this, so I don't know how it helps. Right, so yeah, it's very difficult doing chat as trouble because of the delay. Head to northwest along the coast, right, behind the houses and down the cliff edge. Okay, thanks for helping me out, Alan, but I've tried so many times here. But I usually fall, and because when you got a lot of trees like this, it's very difficult to know which is the correct place to get there, because I try going down there and I just slide all the way down to the bottom and then I've got to reload to save. So I'm having to save it at this location because I know most of the time I'm going to die, because I don't quite know which.
A storm, damn it.
I can't see like a doorway in or anything like that. So I don't really know how to get access to it, and whether I'm on the right track and I have got to go down here. Plus it's getting dark now, it's like, is there like a secret entrance here? Yeah. Which is what I did. I did find that, because look, how could I go down there? There isn't a way down there. There's no pathway, there's nothing. If I get too close to the edge, I'll fall off and die. So it's very difficult for me to manoeuvre, especially with all these trees and things in the way. it does make it rather difficult to view. That's why first person is a lot better at doing this stuff. Because, you know, it could be down there. Plus, you know, I can't move the camera to get a better look. So it just makes it very difficult. But it looks like it's right down there. But, you know, we'll go in down there. Will probably kill me, probably. So it makes this extremely difficult to do. You know, if there should have been a bit of an easier way of doing this. Because I did this before, fell off and went all the way down to the bottom and died. Because I'm deceptively close but not enough, and because rocks are slidey in this game, unfortunately when you have rocks that are so slidey it actually falls a very, very long way. It makes it very difficult for me to progress. That's why I hate slidey rocks in games. Why do they make rocks so that you know you can't walk on them? It does seem rather difficult to get to this spot because it's like probably just there or something. But I just can't access it. So how do they expect us to get to that when they don't make it easy to get there? It should have been made much easier than this because it's like just up here apparently. But you know, I'm probably going to fall all the way down. That's the trouble. So I don't know why they do this stuff. It's see, so I mean, so it's why I have to. That's the only trouble with this game. The first time I didn't get so many problems, but I seem to be hitting all kinds of problems, and I don't know whether it's because the updates have made things more difficult. So it's a kind of a game engine problem, which is happening because they've been upgrading the game, and so whether something's gone wrong with that, I haven't been able to work it out how to do this. Because you know, I can't see, I can't, you know, I can't manoeuvre the camera very well either, because it's a bit restricted at times, and this is like right close to the edge where I could die. So it's why I haven't constantly stopped some of these quests, is because they don't lead you to it very well, which, you know, obviously is very frustrating. You know, if I change to the other one, it's exactly the same. So it doesn't make it any easier whichever way I do it. You know, is there sort of like a special hole in the floor? I feel like it should have been in there. But it's like below. So how am I supposed to survive this drop and be lucky enough to fall right where that cave is? That's, you know, especially with bushes right to the very edge of this cliff here. How am I supposed to have a clear look to be able to see it? It's practically impossible. Because it just says below, so I've no idea how far below. So this is why I've never been able to do this. It's because they don't give you enough information. So let's go to the main mission, because we can't do nothing else. So, which one do we talk to? Well, it all depends on where they are. Which means that I have to go to each one to find out where they are. So it could be any one of these. So, do we talk to Ciri? Do we talk to Yennifer? Triss? Or Avalanche? So, I don't know, which is the closest? And first of all, I've got to do the thing of, we've got to click where we are and find the nearest travel point, because it's always on the travel point. So this is the closest, we'll go there. So that's what I've always had to do, is I've got to do the closest thing, because it's just, otherwise we're just standing around wandering everywhere. Which is why fast travel's got to be an easier process. Yeah.
I'll smash your face!
So let's hope the docs get it right, because most of the time the docs get it right. It's a bit like clairvoyance. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. And when it don't work, well, it just ruins everything. Because, you know, it depending on which one I pick here, which means you've got to constantly look at this map every 5 minutes. Because I'm trying to get it here, and it's trying to pull me over to here. So it's really difficult to sort this stuff out. Right, it probably helps if I do that. I just wish it, you know, if I had an arrow, why don't it just point the way we got to go, as opposed to having a camera option to do. It means I've got to manipulate 2 buttons, two joysticks to be able to do it, when you could have just had one and saved you the programming. So it's like here. It's trying to leave me here, which is where we just came, isn't it? Well, it might be here. Right, okay, so it looks like it might be leading us, but is she in here or not? Right, okay, she is here. But I think that's the trouble, is because it's not first person, this makes it harder to, because, you know, she looks like she's got a strange outfit on, which makes it difficult anyway. Alright, we can finally progress, finally.
Buy you a drink?
I'm afraid the dishwater's as good as it gets in this establishment.
Oh,
Imlerith, was that your idea or Ciri's?
Well, I can't remember. I think it was Ciri's.
Ciri's.
As I thought. I'm glad you went with her.
You're not mad?
I thought you'd be angry.
Angry? Why? Because you supported Ciri in her decision? Or because you fought by her side and won?
What if we'd lost?
We wouldn't be having this conversation. And the female part of the continent's population would be drowning in tears. You won. No point bothering with
Give
what
me too
ifs.
much praise. What about a lodge?
How'd it go with the lodge? Anyone agree to help?
I'm afraid the situation's looking grim.
Oh,
Dangerous
dear.
times, especially for sorceresses. Each thinks 5 times before sticking her neck out. But it's neither the time nor the place for this discussion. Triss will tell you more.
What are you doing here, Yennifer? My love.
Charming place. Why are you here?
Keep your
I
eyes
was
off.
able to establish Margarita's whereabouts. The prison in Oxenfurt. I also learned the identity of a man who escaped from there. He should arrive shortly.
Who is this guy? I could do with a quest.
What do you know about this fugitive?
I know he's the only one ever to escape from Derard. Every guardsman in the city now seeks him.
Sure he can be trusted?
We'll soon find out. He just walked in.
It looks like he likes the ladies too.
Abbe Faria?
Who's asking?
We'd like to talk.
Damn.
Best run and get him.
Okay, oh no, don't tell me we've got a running one. I don't think there's many running ones in this, but easier than some, but at least it tells me where he is. But yeah, you get a lot of these in Assassin's Creed, which I quickly went off of.
Damn
Because they,
it, scaled the ladder. Guess I'm in for a
Unfortunately,
roof
Assassin's
walk.
Creed can have very, quite repetitive things to do in it, which is why, although I liked Assassin's Creed, I didn't like all of them because they sometimes just kept doing the same things a lot, which a lot of games do, unfortunately. The continual series for the nth time. And it's only the Elder Scrolls which have actually progressed in time, I found anyway. Where, they've been done well enough that they actually, At least we're not on the 10,000 scrolls, for goodness sake. And they're all completely different, which is something. I know Assassin's Creed does do it different. They tend to be similar
Take off
content.
the kid gloves, Geralt.
Help!
Stop screaming, or I'll harm you.
Thought you'd agreed to meet.
I said I'd found him, not that I'd spoken to him.
What do you want from me? Let me be.
Calm down, we just want to chat.
And then stick a shiv between my ribs. Leave me in the gutter.
Look at us. Do we look like bandits to you?
Not really, no.
I'm glad you agree. Besides, you'd be worthless to us dead.
So you shan't hurt me.
Depends.
No. You're gonna tell us your story, then be on your way.
So be it. But we really ought to go back to Kate's. It's unwise to linger in the street.
Right. Okay.
Drink up. It'll help
There's Crippled Kate.
Thanks. What do you
Got her
want?
for the
to
lady,
get
isn't
into Derard.
Find a hunter. Tell them you practice magic. They'll lock you up lickety-split.
We need to get in without anyone noticing. Tell us how you escaped, then get on with your life.
Right, okay, have I got enough information to get the right decision here? Tell us how you escaped then. So I heard no one gets out of there alive, or can do what about the guard? I don't know if there's a guard, so I'll just ask that one.
They say no one gets out of Derard alive.
Aye, so they say. My thought? Why not try it dead?
But they burn the corpses.
They didn't start burning them until they'd learned an old fellow like myself had escaped. Before, they dropped the stiffs into a great pit. The pit's connected to the sewers, and the sewers empty into the river. And once you reach the river, you're as free as a fish.
How did you fake your death?
So you played dead. No one caught on?
As a youth, I'd apprenticed with an apothecary in Silverton. Learned a thing or two about herbs. Sleeping mushrooms grew on the walls of my cell. And I found belladonna in the prison yard. Just had to mash them together and eat the pulp an hour before evening rounds.
You might have lost your life.
I prefer to die on my own terms, were that to be my fate.
Right then, can we get in through the sewers?
So theoretically we could get in the way you got out.
Assuming we don't mind the company of decomposing corpses.
And assuming you can squeeze through the grate. They barred the outlet to the river after I escaped.
Explosives could take care of that.
For half the city to hear us? I've a better plan. Oxenfurt was built on elven ruins.
Which have to connect to the sewers somewhere. If we can find a way into the ruins.
We'll get into the prison.
Maybe we'll get some teleporting, who knows? What about the guard?
They say Dayrod's better guarded than the keep at Vicovaro.
They choose the guards from among witch hunters. The worst dregs, rabid fanatics. If you only knew what they do to folk. Torture every day. The wheel, the rack. We only knew peace on holidays when they'd drink themselves blind.
They're allowed to drink on duty.
Oh, not officially, but you know how it is.
Okay, well, thanks for your help.
See? Wasn't so hard.
One last bit of advice. Find a new tavern. Everyone here knows you.
Thank you. Whatever your plans, I hope they work out.
So do we. So long.
Okay, right then. What now? Or interest in what he said about the guards? Well, let's do interest in what he said about the guards.
What he said about the guards could prove handy.
True. Things will go more smoothly if we can get even a few of them drunk.
Zoltan ought to manage it. I'll ask him.
Let's meet on the Oxenfurt Bridge.
Okay, I mean, at least it's not going from A to B, so at least when you get to the main mission ones, there's a little bit more meat on the flesh. So I do like these kind of bigger missions, you know, the ones that have several stages to them. you know, so some of the kind of contracts can be a bit short, but some open up and do end up to be quite interesting. So I don't mind doing them if they're interesting enough. So as you can see, it's directed me to the wrong place here. Okay, so she's going to disappear, but I have to go a long way. Right, while we're here, this guy... No, I'll tell a lie. Somebody down here has a mission. So it's currently this one, can it?
What happened?
Islanders from Skellige. They've taken over crippled Kate's.
Taken over? How's that?
Clobbered the innkeep, tossed out the girls, then set to drinking. They've been going since yesterday, apparently celebrating some big loot.
Right, we could get sidetracked there.
Sounds like Skelligers.
But you look to be an honest man. Help us. Drive away the hooligans. We've not much, but it'll make a tidy
Yennifer,
sum if we
the
all
one of
pitch in.
All right, I'll help.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Can I come back in
Really?
a couple of weeks?
So there are good men left in the world.
Yeah, a few of us left. Right, do I do that one? I'll tell you what, we won't track that one now. Because, you know, I don't want to deflect from my core. I'll do it someday, lady. I hope you're not in too much of a hurry. So let's follow the dots here. So, yeah, ask Zoltan for help. Is there a quicker way of me getting there? No, there isn't. It's by the pub. Okay, see these herbalists. I have been trying to find two or three ingredients. I can't find them anywhere. I've tried several of these shops. I've tried these. I've tried going around the map on some of these things, and not a single one has that thing. Or if so, is one I haven't been to yet. But what is it when you got to find something? It's like, you know, it's like I can't get these supreme ones, the enhanced kind of potions and things, purely because I don't know where to look. It does make it a little bit difficult. Most people make it a little bit easier to find this stuff. So you don't have to jump through a million hoops. Right, okay, this is the pub where we generally store our stuff. So first of all, we'll store some stuff, because I'll just empty this at some point, although it could be never. So we'll store some stuff in here. Right, this is better. Now, I'm not a massive fan of lots of little upgrades. You know, when games say, oh, this one's 3 higher or whatever. So that's why I tend to just do them now and again, not all the time. Assassin's Creed, I found, did this all the time. Every time you find one that's, you know, 1 level higher, 2 levels higher, and and it means you're constantly crafting for the sake of nothing. I'd rather just have something you can upgrade over time, rather than something where it just keeps on replacing you with something better, just for the sheer amount, just for the point of just making you continue the process over and over again. Don't find that very enjoyable. Right, here's Zoltan, eyeing up the girls as usual. Hello, Zoltan.
Zoltan.
Geralt.
Hello. So, I could play Gwent. Motorbike time. Right, I need your help to free... Is it Margarita?
They're holding Margarita at Dayrod.
Oh yeah,
Got a plan to break her out, but we need your help.
What should I do?
Load a wagon with as much Mahakaman as you can find and drive it to Oxenford. Yennifer will give the signal. You'll drive through the gates and treat the guards.
It's not too much for you.
These are terrible times.
It is.
Since the mages left town, the hunters have taken to harassing non-humans.
I've noticed.
A dwarf lingering around the prison gates only stands to attract attention.
Yeah, you're right.
Didn't think of
Put
that.
some high boots.
I'll go straight to Yen in that case. She went to find a way into the ruins beneath the city.
Yeah, it's pity she didn't take me with her. So, do you want to play Gwent? I'll see you then.
Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later.
So what did we have to do though? It didn't really help, did it? Excuse me there, lady. Oh dear, I've gone up the back door. Right, okay, let's go back out. I talked to Dandelion and maybe he's got something for me. But, we've already got 2 quests on our plate as it is. Right, okay, so let's hope this leads me very close to it and doesn't take too long. Yeah, you knew this was going to happen, didn't you? That it was going to do a lot of travelling. We do have to see do a lot of travelling, don't we? I don't know. What do you feel about it? It's not a bad system, but I feel like it needs improving for the next one. Because it can be a little frustrating to do all this travelling all the times, especially when you just can't go straight there. So it's always a roundabout way of doing it. So I don't know. I mean, modern games, yeah, they tend to want to elongate it as possible. Yeah, this is what also annoys me is I've only got to like switch or something. It's like suddenly it's gone.
What?
I'm not a big fan of that. Where if you don't do it straight away, it's like it doesn't tell you that you've got to do it straight away. It kind of makes sense. But, it's like kind of makes sense, but it's like kind of like some of these times are so complicated. It's like it's a real nightmare trying to get your way through this because it's like is it through that door? Is it there? It's just like is it that? Is it round the corner? It's like it's like round the corner.
Shan't continue long.
Oh, don't tell me. Oh, I thought it was for a minute it was the one with the guards there to get in. Right, okay, Yennifer, here we are.
Find a way in.
Let's hope we get some success now.
Nearest is through a well not far from here. Did you arrange any help?
We'll manage on our own.
Shall we begin?
Let's do this.
Right, I'm going to right, it says game save, but the trouble is that's going to be a temporary one, and I don't want a temporary one. I want it to be over the top of something so that it doesn't get overwritten. So I like it when they
sure the guards don't know about the passage through the ruins? Haven't planted sentries there?
They haven't.
How can you be sure?
Novigrad's hierarchs have taken great care to eradicate any and all memories of the city's elven roots. Even if anyone remembers the ruins are there, they have no recollection of how far and where they extend. And I'm absolutely certain no one's thought to place sentries there.
Hope you're right.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think they're doing the right decisions to do, go to Unreal Engine because it's easier to program, and once they're working with them to sort out the performance issues, and hopefully that benefit all open worlds. So let's hope they succeed in fixing that because it really is all about gaming.
Here we are.
This is it. Boulder was plugging the well until recently.
Due to an edict Hemmelfart issued some years ago. But I managed to find two brawny and obliging passers-by who agreed to remove the impediment. For a modest fee, naturally. Here.
What is this?
Use it once you find Rita. I'll be able to pinpoint your location.
So it does that. So thanks very much for trying to help me out, Alan. But because of the delay all the time, it makes it very difficult to communicate in kind of real time because there's a lot of waiting. We're both waiting for each other all the time. So I just wish the internet was a bit quicker. Well, I thought you'd come with me, Yennifer. My love.
Not coming.
Mucking through ruins and sewers?
Not your scene?
I'd rather leave it to the expert.
Meaning you'd rather waltz in once the hard work's done.
You don't fancy that then?
Oh, joy.
Okay, here we go with the let's explore the area. So I presume it's down there. Now we've got to jump in. It says through the well, so it looks like we've got to go in here. Okay. At least I managed to get past phase 1. So it looks like it's in that one, but yeah, because this map is a little bit restrictive and it don't show all of it, it makes it a little bit difficult to navigate because some of them bend round on themselves and makes it a little bit difficult. Let me do a quick search as well, make sure I'm not missing anything. I might just pick that up because some of these things are a bit rare. So let's try and get as many as I can, yeah. It's as if, because there's always like loot hidden down there, you know what, I do like my loot. Because we don't all swim fast enough. It's quite Yeah. See, this is why you got to do this, because generally the best stuff is hidden like this. So it really does help when you find it. So it's like, it doesn't look like they're showing up now, but there was another one there, I thought. Yeah, no, one thing I don't know is I don't know what that little red bit is that shows on the map there. Not quite sure. Does that mean there is something down there? Because I thought there was 2 or 3 things down there then that highlighted, and now it's not highlighting. Maybe it was only going to do it in one of those boxes, and that was the one we did. So let's follow this tunnel then. But I do like to search for things, because there is a lot of good loot sometimes on there. Sometimes there's not, you know, sometimes it's just the armour and stuff, but it's always worth looking. Otherwise you will miss valuable stuff. Right, okay. And yeah, you know, I think, you know, Elder Scrolls did it better when you know, doing underground areas with maps. They might not be the greatest maps in the world,
Tomb
but
Raider.
at least they make
This
it
one
easier
liked
to
elven
navigate.
stuff.
And you know, with The Witcher, these kind of ruins tend to be a little bit similar, a bit like Oblivion. So it has that, you know, little bit of similarity to it. But it's like, yeah, is it there or there? Well, as soon as I like to find this stuff, I generally go where no one fears to tread. Try and hit them first, so they don't constantly hit me. But you know, it's a bit tricky, so they do submerge a little bit. Especially when they give you very little time like that. It's like, you know, don't bounce away, you're right. If I had a concoction, you know, but that would have took too much time. I like to do the easier method of just using my own skill. That's why I got any. And then we look around for loot and then get out of there. I just like getting loot, that's all. Because it's, you know, some real good stuff down here sometimes. But you know, it's also some rubbish. But look, you know, these are all things that you can make. I won't pick up the gauntlets because you can get several of those, and each one will be, you know, could be better than the last one. So you don't have to get them all, but it's the other stuff that you can craft. That's the important stuff to get. The crafting elements. And I wish one of them was the, you know, the actual things we need to, you know, get the more advanced potions. And sometimes they're not, but yeah, sometimes you do get it. Right, that was a diagram for that. So what if that allows me to craft it now? That's why it's sometimes important to do this, because it does allow you to do some extra crafting. Right, and then of course is working out where to go here. I'll try to get as much as I can. If I can't get all of it, at least I'll try and get as much as I possibly can. That just makes things easier later. Right, there's a hag there. So, as I said, we could go in here and use a proper hag concoction, which will make it significantly easier. But I generally know I can defeat them fairly easily. So I do just go in and just, you know, banging away at the sword. I'll take a bit. You know, I can evade out of the way if I want. You know, a bit of a hag, yeah. Alright, well, maybe not then. Right, okay, alright, okay, that's fair enough, you know, alright, we'll change that plan. We will put that thing on, this is a little bit stronger than I thought. Right, Hag Raven, so, right, okay, we've got several things, I'll tell you what, this is, you know, quite a UI, at least this UI is easier than most, but man, some of these UIs these days are getting incredibly... Right, what is she? A relic, a spectre? Because, you know, to just blow if I know which one's which. Right, they're generally these. So, we want a necrophage. Not sure what black blood does, to be honest. So, Yrden, obviously, Quen. Oh no, necrophage. See, I mean, it seems that sort, doesn't it? Does it? Why does it never go back to where you were? Yeah, this is like a hag. So it should be that. Let me just refresh my memory. Right, necrophage. Alright, go back. No. Yeah, I'll struggle with this. It's like so many sections. So necrophage, big red one. So I just go with that generally. That usually does the trick. You know, I could do the other one. You know, it'd be nice if it was the same colour, but it isn't. So I've got to wade through all that. I'd rather not wade through all that. Like, I'd rather just, you know, not bother with that and just go straight for the jugular. But I think that was a lot easier. So that's generally why I don't use the superior ones. If I don't think I'm going to need it, I don't use it. I just use the weaker one and just try and dodge out of the way. Just find it easier than have to look through a huge long list. You know, it is good. It is a bit. It always was. This is always a thing. It used to slow me down in The Witcher. You know, in The Witcher 2 was, man, you got to work your way through this stuff and remember a hell of a lot. You know, when they don't tell you which way to go suddenly, because like, if you give us a big enough map, I can work out a route. But when you give me a thing, it shows part of it, and so therefore I don't know which one I just came through because I've had a fight. I'm disorientated now. Although that kind of looks like that's it. Right.
Mechanism's broken.
Just
Missing
lucky I happened to see that one.
Replace it with something else, maybe.
So yeah, what that unlocked we don't know, but it looks like if we go back, maybe now it will lead us. He hopes. Because I don't know where I came in. Map doesn't show enough info for me to work out where I came from. Right, I'm gonna do that look around again. I've already done that one. So yeah, it kind of like leads me here and then it stops. So this is where I get stuck. It's because it leads me here and then says, well, where now? Yeah, I don't mind a bit of investigation, but sometimes it, yeah, I just hope they got the option. It does leave a very large area to search, which, right, I felt a kind of vibration there, which, it says, well, I think that's the one I've already done.
This'll come in handy.
Oh no. Oh right, we actually, so that must have been a different lever. But yeah, it's very difficult to know which lever's what. That's the only trouble with all this stuff, is you get a lever, you know, is that the same one that I got done just now? Is that a different one? I never quite work out which is which. So yeah, it makes it a bit tricky. It kind of leads you one way, then it kind of flicks around. I don't know, I just sometimes get totally disorientated by it. So it may have opened something now which we can go through. Or not, we're never quite sure with this. Is what keeps throwing me this stuff. You know, yeah, in the Elder Scrolls it tends to show the thing to be near where you are, so you don't have to go too far. But it's literally here. But it's not showing me where. So yeah, this is why I get frustrated with it. It's tantalisingly close, but not close enough. Which, you know, I don't mind a little bit of investigation, but you know, it just makes it harder for me. You know, it's why they have options of, you know, a bit more help in games. Because when you just leave yourself and you're just going round and round in circles all the time, I don't see how it helps you. Because, you know, I've got no idea what it is. So this is the kind of problem I've had sometimes with these kind of things. There's puzzles and investigations can be a little bit tricky because you never quite know if you're near enough. It's kind of counting down there, but it's not telling you which direction, whether I've got to go down, whether I've got to go up. It's just like close. That's further away. I mean, this is the trouble with verticality. It's just not quite precise enough sometimes. Because this doesn't look right, but it could be the correct way. I mean, I don't know. Anybody else find this a lot easier? It's like it tries to help you, but it's not helping me. And I just keep falling to this same trap every time because I don't know where it's up, down. It doesn't say up or down. Is it this? It's like, I just did this switch. So I had to do the other switch to come back. Yeah, I don't know. I just find that a little bit awkward. It could have been done a little bit simpler than that. And again, it's like, do I go left or I go right? It's too easy to get disorientated with this stuff. Sometimes it really is, because right, this looks like a dead end. And like
looks brittle.
Yeah, this didn't show just now. Unless I didn't quite get that far. Could be. I didn't get that far.
Reeks in here.
Right, okay, right. These guys, yeah. Right, you've got the oil on, so it should be alright, but yeah, we could do get the. See what I mean about these being submerged? And why I put that weapon away, I'll never know. It's like, if you don't dodge in this game, it's like, my god, you rapidly dodge. And, yeah, that's why I find this a little bit awkward, it's because it's very dependent on, you doing things at speed when you don't get time, because I'm trying to... He can't get away from here purely because I can't dodge out of the way because he's facing the enemy, which, look, I can't run away here. This is what makes it difficult. It's when you got stuff like this, which, I'm trying to take something here and I can't because it's trying to pull me around all the time. Just slows down the whole process, so I can't do anything now. I'd have to go into here and hope I can take something, which would do something quick. And it's very difficult to do something quick in this, and they're generally too slow. That's the same with all. I find a lot of games, apart from a couple, they don't do them quick enough to be effective. Kong Racing. So it's very difficult to do this stuff at speed when your health bar is going up so slowly and they're hitting you fast and not giving you time for it to go up. So you got, if you don't have something instant, you're in big trouble. Right, anyone know what they were? Because I don't know what the... God, I find it a headache sometimes keeping up with this stuff. I really do. They get so complicated at times. I don't know what was attacking me. This game, there's a lot of enemies. That's very difficult to keep track of every single one. Because I've got to try and think which one it is now. I struggled with this in the first one. There's so many in this. There's so many concoctions. It's very difficult to remember every single one. It's just too difficult. So unless I can see the name of the enemy, which is usually what I have to do, which is in very small text and in red writing, so it's very hard to see against a black background. This is why I struggle, because I'm trying to take something. I've got to do this, For some reason it's not working. So this is why when you have a system where it doesn't do things quick enough, then it totally goes against you. Because I gotta wait for this long, slow regeneration, which is just not quick enough. So I've got to stand there and do this for the next 5 minutes. Wow, I can't believe I was actually able to save. So we might be lucky and be able to refill our potions. That's if I can press the right button. So occasionally it gives us a chance to do this, but other times it doesn't. So all I've got to do is sit here and wait. Although for some reason that now suddenly filled up. Right, take the correct weapon out. Right, it's a ghoul. Okay, so yeah, a game where you constantly have to stop all the time to see what enemy it is, you know. It does take you out of the action all the time. It makes it hard to just do things at any kind of speed. I mean, it's all this kind of stuff, isn't it? So, because there's so many, I can't remember them all. I don't know which section they're in half the time. I don't know what to do with it. It really is. Just annoys me sometimes. But I think it's the same one we had before, necrophage oil. So let's have a look at that, because that should still be on there. Yeah, so it should be on there, but they swamp you with enemies, so it makes it really difficult. And I just wish it wouldn't lock on. I don't have lock on enabled, and yet it still tries to pull me towards a player. And when games do that, I don't like it. I like to have the freedom to hit and duck and move around how I want, without being slowed down by some system where it's dependent on something working in a precise way. You know, at speed whilst dodging at the same time. I've got to do this dodging a lot, because once you're focused on an enemy like that, once you're doing that, I can't move at speed anymore by dodge. So I can't get away and let it, you know, go back up again. So I'll just do it a bit at a time until it... So we'll do that. Right, and then, you know, and trying to do this, you know, I'm trying to go to the wheel now. Alright, see, I can't back away, look, all I've got is a roll. And I'm trying to do this, which is a little bit tricky to do. Right, okay, that gives me a chance now to do this. So I tend to use these things.
Show me what
I
you
just
got.
got to quickly do it. It's not the easiest thing in the world, is it? And of course, by the time you've done all this, then unfortunately you've completely lost track of what direction you came in. So now the whole orientation of where do I go is difficult unless the map quickly updates. So plus the fact you can't see very well, all kind of adds to it, doesn't it? Oh. The more complicated the games are, I don't know, the more I struggle. Yeah, will it get to a point where I might not be able to do it anymore? Probably, but I'm hoping it's not too soon. But it's, you know, because it looks quite samey, it's very hard to know which way to go, isn't it? Ah, looks like it's up there. Which is why first person is so good, because it avoids this camera problem.
Come on, come closer.
You know, I don't like it. You know, it's why I like the close option, because you know, it gives you a better chance of seeing stuff. You know, this far away view, I don't find I just don't like it. But okay, we've got that. But because you know I kind of did it before, it's giving me some idea at least what I've got to do. Although I seem to be struggling doing it. So it must be that, I presume. I don't know, it kind of wants me to go that way, that's the trouble. Shackles, it could be handy for the... Right, just check. I mean, that might be important, that one. No, I don't think it is. Ah, there's the loot box. Right, that's the one we want. One with all the stuff. So I'll take that for a minute, because I can carry a lot. So I presume it's here, because there isn't much else to go, really. Nowhere else to go. And I hope this is good enough. But yeah, if we had a first-person view, we'd have to... It'd be a lot easier, wouldn't it? I know some people like third person, but I do sometimes, but only really to show the camera, you know. You get a better overview. I think that's the good thing about it, is you do get a better overview of what's around you. But, you know, which can be handy. Oh,
Margarita.
Who's that? Geralt. God, I'm hallucinating.
Getting you out of here.
It's pointless. He'll never open it without the key. The warden keeps him with him at all times. His room is upstairs.
Be right back.
I thought I had the key. Right, okay, back to you, mate. Thanks for waiting.
Come on.
Oh, I managed to get the parry there. No, I'll try a parry. Yeah, occasionally I haven't been able to do it. I'll try a parry. I'll try. Right, ready? I don't know, that's successful. I just missed with him. It's far simpler. Sorry, has been. But, you know, even an old man like me can think a little bit quicker than you. Very useful, yeah. Right, okay, so now again I'm disorientated. As usual. You know, it could be switches, levers, you know. I'll try opening that, shall I? No, it's all... Probably a switch somewhere. I'm not looking for it. There's going to be a lot of these things lying around, isn't it? No. No. But, yeah. Elder Scrolls 6. I think I prefer this. Where just a few things are interactable, but not everything. Because the more you have as interactable, the more you've got to shutter doors off and separate areas so that it can handle the physics. So I'm just kind of getting to the point where I don't want my creation engine doing that stuff because it's not efficient enough. It's a bit sluggish at doing stuff. I've always found, and you know, you can tell that by playing the game. It's just sluggish. It's not quick at doing anything. And I think it's time for them to switch to an Unreal Engine 5 or another company that does RPGs that have got a really good engine, like the Decima engine. I know it might mean, you know, are they working on Unreal Engine? Maybe some are. Maybe they're beginning to learn it in case they decide to change. I'm hoping they do. As long as they fix the whole problem with the performance.
Bollocks.
That is the biggest problem at the moment with open world games.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Watch out!
Was it sometimes that worked?
Watch his whirling!
I did it then, it didn't seem to work. It's because of this delay. Oh, okay, I can't get out here. Right, okay. Yeah, I am stuck here. So I can't get out. Enemies, when you're submerged like this, enemies block the way out. And that's something I hate in the games, is when you get blocked off by several enemies. So we're going to get out of there and get somewhere where I've got a little bit of room. Because they you get trapped, you can't get out. So therefore you can't do anything. So we're going to have to work quick here. While that's regenerating.
Damn it.
But because I can't get behind it, there's very tight space here. I'll have to do this, trying to get around the back of it. Whilst 2 or 3 people are coming at me, it's a little bit tricky to do it when you can't get out of. You see, I'm stuck. So this is why I'm not a big fan of lots of enemies attacking you like this. It's because they block you off and stop you doing them and manoeuvring around the battlefield. It's very restricted. You see, I can't do anything here. He keeps facing the enemy, which makes me difficult to pull away. Oh dear, I need time to, for this to go up. If you don't have an instant potion, you're just stuck here doing nothing. I tried doing a block. Right, okay, managed to get it that time. But it's very rare I actually get this to work. Because it's all depending on this timing all the time, isn't it? So let's see if they come up. But yeah, it's far too slow, these meals and things. So I don't bother with them.
Stay in formation! Doing it!
It's like it's just too much around me to manoeuvre past this guy. It's like hopefully you can get around the back, but I've got around the back of him. It's like, yeah, they turn all the 6 months. See, that's what makes this kind of stuff difficult. Is you do that, you should have the advantage, but you haven't. So I'm just going to go for this time. That's the second time I've tried it. Why did it didn't work the first time? Why do I have to do things a couple of button presses sometimes to get things to work?
That's enough of that.
Right, I managed to get the parry there, but yeah, I've been practicing the parry just the last week or so. For that time when, sometimes I might be able to get that and just get the finishing move. But yeah, they give you a lot of loot, that's the only trouble. And, unless you want to try and sell it all. Right, okay, so... Right, okay, well, I'll carry on now. Ham sandwich? Handy. Right, we'll try and get this, because this is where all the good stuff is. So don't worry too much about the loot, on the bodies, but, try and get these things, because they can be interesting. I won't do that one. Right, and then we'll do this. I don't know what people think of this system, of having to meditate only while out of combat, and it only gives you a handful of potions, when there's a big fight. Or would you rather have a potion which you can take, with a one button press, which makes it really easy. Yeah, this is why I like games that give you a heal option on one button. I just have to press one button and I heal. Those are the kind of games I like. I don't want them to be going up in little bits. I don't want them to be a meal that I take before a thing. I don't want it to be a potion to take before a thing. I want things to have those if you want them out of combat. But for combat options, you've got to have something for that as well. Right now, I've got to go above. Right, I've got to go up. So right, trying to work all this stuff out. Sometimes this can be a bit tricky. But it's like I do this, and then I got on like, yeah, hope I've, you know, given that half a second or second or so time for me to do it. So I'll just get rid of this one. But yeah, it's too big a dodge, you see.
Damn.
And they usually turn around by the time you finish it. But you know, if you do this, you know, he's spun on the 6 months there, so it was ineffective. And that, you know, I thought I did it, and I didn't. So we're gonna do this one. You know, it's a bit difficult to do this at speed. So we're gonna do that one because I should be able to melt some armor. And again, you know, this toxin thing can only take so many in a certain time. I think Oblivion did it better because you could take about 5 or 6 potions before you got toxin, whereas this, you know, you gotta wait. But I still think this is a better game. But yeah, that's while he's doing that, I can just finish him off. So I think Flames is good, especially if you've got the, you know, weakened armor. It does make it a lot easier, and you can get a finishing move or something. I don't know, it didn't always work, does it? Did that work there? Again, I'm trying to switch this to...
Go back to hell!
I'm not supposed to lock on, maybe. Let me try locking on. Oh, actually, it does work better. I'm not a big fan of lock on, which is why I don't normally do it, but because you got to switch it on, switch it off, you know. Oh well, we've got some cards. There's the sale key, so at least I got that. But yeah, why is there a load of shackles? How much are those shackles? It's like they give me a ton of shackles, and I don't know whether they're worth it or not. I can't see that it's worth it that much, can it? Not really worth it. Let's be honest. Right, I'll get rid of these because they kind of pile up after a while. So I generally just flick all through this, but God, did you have to do this for everyone? Just highlight it for a certain amount of time, and you know, or at least if oh, see what I mean? It's like this UIs. Honestly, UIs. This is a complicated game, and maybe that's why I'm playing Tales of the Shire at the moment. It's because it's nice and simple. Sometimes, you know, when you're playing a hectic game like this, you know, you're like, oh, thank God, it's something nice and simple and cosy. Why do people like cosy games? They just want to switch off sometimes. You just want a little bit of rest from the constant barrage of enemies and stuff. Right, where am I supposed to be going? Right, down. Right, take it down there. Which I think was where that lady was. Oh, I mean, you know what it's like, you know, you young'uns, you know, you can think it hypersonic speed. You know, when we got grounded now, and you know, we're playing it tonight, but I've just done the beginning bit, and I'm already finding it tougher than the first game. The first game, you know, we were doing early access, so it just gently eased us into it and got slightly, you know, as they updated the game over like a 2-year period. So, you know, they've added more stuff and make it more complicated and more kind of, you know, more things to collect. You know, it got more of a drudge after a while. But it's like in the new one, it's like, oh, everything's hitting the gate right from the start. So it's even at the very start, it's decided to, you know, be a little bit iffy. Alright, am I getting that right? That's the wrong one by the look of it. A bit hard to see. There you go. Managed to rescue the lady.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm
Yen
saving
insisted
her.
on coming.
Apparently that came from nowhere. Oh yeah, and what, turning up just in time, I know. No offence. Don't be enjoying it today, because man, I struggle these days.
Rita, what have they done? When I get my hands on those whore sons,
Yeah.
I'll gladly help.
Poof
Live to
there,
see
says
it.
Neptune
I
Escape.
must take her from here. Immediately.
Right, I can catch up with Tex now.
I can't pass through the portal with you both. You'll need to get out on your own.
Don't like portals anyway. Go.
I don't know, I love them. Especially when it makes things easier to get out. Right, so sorry I haven't been able to get to chat, but you know, brain's still seizing up here. Right, let me just check the microphone is on, because these things are so easy to pull out. Right, okay, dead bodies all over the place. Right, we're now up. So yeah, when you got lots of things, lots to sell, you know, it's supposed to work out where you're going. I do not know, but I'll follow the dots this time and hope it does work. So far, I think Oblivion seems to have the best "let's get out of jail" card that I've seen so far. So whoever implemented that in Oblivion, well done, because you made life easier for all us Oblivion fans. So thank you very much for that. Right, okay, we've got to find our way out. Lots of witch hunters. Right, okay, this is the kind of thing I like. Loads of room to manoeuvre.
Ever fight a witcher?
They generally are weaker, so I don't have to worry too much about them. Right, now I've got to work out which way to go. This could be the hardest bit. There's no sneak option. I hope they bring sneaking into the next one. Well, I think I'm out of the prison, aren't I? I did jump here. Okay, managed to get out. Whew. Stop it, we'll just do the main mission. Right, wait for daylight. Alright. Right, I've got to think now. Daylight. Oh, such a strain on me. So sometimes I wonder what I'm doing. Oh dear. So yeah, I got Tales of the Shire. You know, call me. You know, and if anybody says, "Oh, it's a woke game," whatever, it's a cozy game, a kind of Stardew Valley, but it's like better graphics. It's like playing one of the old Lord of the Rings games. And if anybody wants to criticise the fact that I bought a cozy Hobbit game where I love Lord of the Rings, Hobbits, I love anything associated with that world. Okay? So don't somebody who's not played the game or know anything about Lord of the Rings tell me that you know, Tales of the Shire ain't worth playing. I have bought every Lord of the Rings game on every system you can possibly imagine. Alright, the only one I haven't bought is Gollum. So I still listen to what people say, and you know, if overall I hear that a game is really bad, I won't touch it, even if it is a Lord of the Rings game. But generally I find they're good enough sometimes, and because I'm a nut who loves that kind of stuff, I'm more than likely going to buy it. So don't anybody have to go at me for buying Tales of the Shire, because sometimes I just want to sit back, relax and do the easy thing and just have a cool chill out time. So don't have a lot of people that just want to chill out on a chilling out game. You know, don't come up with, you know, apparently it's supposed to be negative, but apparently it is selling. It's mixed, because some people are loving it, some people are saying, oh, it's too woke. You know, it's not woke game at all. It's nothing to do with woke. It is just about Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. And if you played any of those games, watched the films or read the book, it gives you exactly what you'd expect.
Come through.
There's no agendas. There's nothing like that. Right, so for some reason it's switching to all this now. Okay, so we've got to travel a long way. So, yeah, I bought it because I thought, you know, Jess had a go on it. She's enjoying it. She's playing it for a while, and she said she don't know if she's going to continue playing it forever, because you know it depends what mood you're in. You got to be in a certain mood to kind of a little cozy game sometimes. But you know, sometimes I just want to break from the me trying to fight against the UI and all that, and I just want to do something which is got big letters, it's big UI. Very easy to see, very simple, basic stuff. Sometimes, gamers just want a bit of a good time. So yes, I'll be playing that later because now and again I like to just relax. But if you've read the books, you know what to expect of Tales of the Shire. So I say, from what I've seen so far, it's got enough for it to be, it's okay. I wouldn't say it's bad. I wouldn't say it's the greatest game ever, but it's okay. I quite like it. It's nice and chill. And if they did some little updates to it, or if they charged like a few quid for some extra things, extra outfits, extra little things to do in the game, I'd buy it probably. Because, my god, I could do with another Lord of the Rings game. We've been waiting for years for a proper Lord of the Rings game. And it is one of the things that I'm looking forward to, is a proper Lord of the Rings game to play. And again, now I moved it to here, and now suddenly it's... Yeah, why does it keep switching? Still a bit annoying. Right, so it looks like it's above. Hello there, love. Hello, Zoltan. So I'm going on a bit longer today. I don't know, maybe I'll be enjoying myself. So, right, okay, that was the wrong one. So yeah, when you got a million doors there, and luckily every one of these is openable and in a loading screen. Man, this game, I was very tempted to play this in VR, so I got a first-person experience.
Greetings, Triss.
Have you lost your mind? You went after Imlerith by yourselves? To the Sabbath? How could you put Ciri in danger?
It was her idea. We had to do it.
Ciri had to do it. I couldn't let her go alone. You'd have done the same in my boots. Besides, I was there the whole time. Had the situation under control.
Believe that if you will.
Mind if we change the subject?
Only died once. Alright, twice. Right, I passed some pyres on the way in, non-humans.
Past burning pyres on the way into town, non-humans on them.
Things grow worse by the day. No mages left in the city, so the hunters had to find someone else to victimize. We need to resolve everything as quickly as possible and leave Novigrad.
I'd fancy a drink first. Any success summoning any members of the lodge?
Any success with the lodge? Anyone out there willing to help?
It doesn't look good. Ida outright refused, while Francesca won't budge from her little realm with a war raging. We don't know about Fringilla. Haven't been able to contact her.
Yen and I rescued Margarita.
I know. Dandelion set her up in a room upstairs. She's resting, slowly recovering.
What about Kira and Philippa?
Kira? I thought you, of all people, would know.
Few can refuse a sorceress. And Kira Metz certainly had her ways. But when she demanded the Mage Alexander's notes, I had to turn her down. Kira needed that, as she needed the impetus to start anew. She found it where she least expected to. Years later, known for discovering the cure for the Catriona plague, she was thankful none remembered her time in hiding as a village witch. I've seen worse matches. Hope things work out for them.
And I hope things work out for us, and we find Philippa and Rita. Did a little investigating. Learned some interesting things.
Namely?
Want the long or the short version?
Go with the long. Let's go with the long.
Tell me everything. I want the details.
Okay, let's have a little chill out.
After fleeing Loch Muin, Philippa ended up here in Novigrad. She sought help from her former lover, the sorcerer Arthur de Vlister.
Philippa and a former lover? Something tells me happily ever after is not how that story ends.
Philippa had made a fool of him once. Arthur was out for revenge. He convinced her she'd be safest as an owl. She transformed, and he placed a dimeridium band on her leg. The mage hunt started shortly afterwards. Sadly, Arthur fell victim. They auctioned off his estate. Just so happened a certain dwarven acquaintance of ours stumbled on the auction.
Zoltan. Huh. So Philippa was here under our noses the whole time?
Was, precisely. Zoltan lost her in a card game a few days ago.
Right, okay, so yeah, when the first time I played this game, you know, a lot of this kind of stayed with me because I was playing it consistently, months on end. So because I'm kind of going in and out between a couple of games, I find I'm less able to kind of retain some of the stuff. So I try to keep up with it. Right, I can do no way. Zoltan lost her in a car a few days ago, so I'll say figures.
Yep, that's Zoltan for you.
A man showed up here, fleeced Zoltan bare, then proposed they play for the owl. Naturally, he won, then politely thanked Zoltan for the game and left.
Who was it? Know where he lives?
He's not from here. No one
Hello,
knows him.
Narinder.
Great. We got any leads?
We have this.
That Philippa the Owl's feather? Thinking divination?
Specifically
Excellent. Just at the
hydromancy
right
and a
time.
form of sortilege. We need a fountain where we won't be disturbed.
Well, let's do it now. So welcome, Narendra. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for everybody coming today. You know, if I ask for help, please help. Right, let's go now.
One outside the Passiflora could work.
I'll try
Good
to go
idea.
up past 6,
Let's go.
okay? Because these are the things I live for, is when we come to the story stuff. This is the bits that are my favourite. Contracts,
We're here.
you know, they're
Nice
they're
and
kind of things
quiet.
that
Shouldn't be any
I just
disturbances.
use to level up.
Let's begin. Observe the water's surface carefully. We can't let anything go unnoticed.
Graham et Dwyer, Robert Michele, Alfelte. Graham et Dwyer, Deagnis Kerle, es Pirshena a et Clace.
Looks familiar. A bathhouse. I know the place. Dijkstra. He has her.
Oh,
at his
yeah,
bathhouse.
yeah.
Might have guessed as much.
Remember this? And then you can side with Dijkstra or go against, you know, you could be with him, go against it, you know, you could choose. And with those other kind of, lots of big people in this game, you get a choice of what you want to do. And I've done some different choices. Right, what was the past or the future?
Was that the past or the
Oh,
future?
sorry, yeah, what was
The recent past. We have to hurry.
Okay, so let's try the bathhouse.
Let's go to the bathhouse. Might not be too late.
Come on.
And I'll tell you what, if you watch the Witcher series, I watched the first one, the first series, and probably half of the second one, and then it starts to deviating from what we know
I hope we
about
get
the
there
Witcher,
in
although
time.
I don't know so
I
much
hope
about Witcher
Dijkstra hasn't already hurt her.
as Jess.
Possibilities are many. Could be
She's
Dijkstra
read
that
the
got
books.
hurt.
Well, not likely. Dijkstra never forgave her for sending assassins after him. And Philip is weakened, no doubt about it.
Weakened, maybe, but still a powerful sorceress. If Dijkstra's men take the dimeridium off, Philippa will kill them before they can say, oh shit.
So, yeah, so I find, you know, I haven't read the books, okay, and I haven't seen the whole of the TV series, but by going by Jess's recommendation, she's read the books. She said it's terribly nothing like. They don't, it started off okay, but it very quickly changed into a completely different thing. That's why I didn't watch it and why I stopped watching it. This game, I find, follows some of the things in the book. It's based on the books. It's not going to follow it exactly, but I found it did a better job at doing the Witcher content than Netflix. And Jess, you know, Jess, that's what Jess thinks, and I agree with her. Because I quickly thought it was just doing things wrong. So, you know, and it's the same with, you know.
Guess they
the Wings of
underestimated
Power, you know.
Philippa.
You were right. She must have changed back into human form. Quick!
Why is it modern games? No, well, not so much games, but although some of them. So let me just pause it there, just to say this. But why is it like movies, games, you know, you name it, whatever you can think of, whatever medium there is, why are they just creating this rubbish and not doing creative stuff? You know, instead of turning out the endless dirge over and over again, doing the Alien 10, you know, Terminator 7, you know, can we just get away from that? If we want more choice and more originality in every medium, please don't. If you take us down the AI route, well, we're all lost.
I sense strong magic. We have to get inside.
Right, let's go through the door then. It's going to involve a little bit of fighting. Let's going to do a quick save here. I'm also going to rest because I don't know how much of my potions I have, so we'll just wait for it. And yeah, see if I can get through this next 20 minutes without dying. Okay then, so track. Well, I don't know. We got. Hang on, let me just make sure I get the right bit. Right, I've got to talk to Triss. Right, Triss?
Well?
What do you think? Right, we've got to go in then. We'll just talk to Triss. Right, hang on. Let me just rephrase that. It says talk to Triss, which I am doing. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I don't know, I might...
Well?
I just kind of missed what she said now. I've got to go in, I take it? Yeah, I've got to go in. Okay.
Surrender!
I don't know whether I'm on his side or not. I think
You'll never get out!
I think I upset him. I did go on his side, Dijkstra, but I think I may have upset him slightly.
Goddamn fools! After
That, I think that's Philippa.
We'll handle this.
Oh
So
no,
who we
no,
gotta
no!
go for?
The sorceress stays here.
So I can say she stays here. Oh, I don't want her to stay there. Triss goes with me.
We're going together.
Not a chance.
It's fine, Geralt. I'll stay. In case she tries to flee this way.
Oh God, see, I thought
Fine. Be right back.
that was that we're going to go and do it and try and help her, and it's not the result I wanted. I thought I'm trying to save Philippa. If that is Philippa, yeah, catch it. Okay, here we go. We've got to run then. Oh God, here we go. Oh dear.
What? What's that? Damn, she cast a spell on them.
Witcher. He's got to die. Kill the Witcher.
So hopefully it's down here. Let's try and catch her.
Wait.
I am your master now.
Damn it.
You're to protect me.
Okay, here we go with the.
Done.
I got a wrong sword, I do
Stand
believe.
here.
Right, hang on a
Let
minute.
no one pass.
Bart, here stand. None pass.
Yeah, see what I mean about, like, you know, this isn't. Oh, God. See, I know, I just find this system. Oh God, this I can't do anything magically. I can't see where I'm going because of this crazy system. I tried blocking. I can block here. If we were in first person, I could see the block a lot better. I'm just gonna out hit him now. But yeah, that stupid torch as well. That didn't work apparently. But yeah, when you if you have a dodge in the game, you have to have a dodge with dodges around the back so you can hit them. If they spin on a sixpence and cancel that out, what's the point? Okay, I'm going to fix my armor first of all. Jeez! Punishing stuff, isn't it? They love it. But you know, I'll try and piece this together if I can. Man, this is a strain. Right, what's this one? 90 is too much. Right, we're going to do this one. So we're just going to do one that are down a bit. Right, then we're going to see if... No, I'm not going to do that one, even though that's +7, there's no magical stuff on it. So we're going to drop it, it's not worth it, and that's not worth it. That we're going to drop, that we're going to drop. It's you know, it hasn't got any slots, so therefore I don't care if it does slightly more damage, I want the other things to kick in. Alright, and then let's see how, if it is damaged. I think this is damaged, yes. So let's do the master one. Okay, so that's full on. Then we'll flick across to this one, see what that one is. That needs 40% roughly, so let's do the smaller one, which is this one. And fix that one. And I won't bother about potion on it. But I could do. Oh, wrong one. So yeah, there's a lot to think about when you're doing this. So I'm going to do, say, explosive device. What's that do anyway? Immediately restores a large portion of... Well, we're doing that. So yeah, well, I'll leave that. Right, okay. Right, I've got to try and find her. Hello, Bart. Hello, Bart.
Witcher, no past go. Bertie, birdie, no say.
Damn it, cast a spell on him
She
too.
didn't talk to her. I want to help her.
She's hurt. Did you see that? I want to help her.
Birdie, no past go say. But no
Bart.
let past go.
Ever had a stomach ache?
Ache? Aye. But once old drowner eat.
Her stomach aches like she just ate 100 old drowners.
But no want. Drowner make ache very bad.
Let me pass. I can help her.
But let past go. Witcher help.
Yeah. Right, okay, because I'll tell you what, whoever did the voice acting on this, Topo, you did a great job. They're making them kind of thick but humorous. I like it. Right, we're going to save the game right here. But luckily, yeah, we're okay with Bart. I hope. Right, hang on, is there anything I'm missing? But still not to upset Bart, eh? Right, let me just see if there's any loot anyway. Good old Bart, good Bart.
I want to help you.
Help me die.
Right, first of all, getting that loot. That's #1 target. Right. Okay. That more loot. Yes. So let's get the loot. If there's decent loot, I'll have it. Right. Okay. Hang on. Yeah. I'll just take the water. Right. Take a bit. I'll take as much as I can, as quick as I can, and then try and help her out. Hopefully, I don't lose her. Right. Okay. Which way are we going? This way. But I don't want to lose her. Hopefully. Right, so but you know, I'm a loot man, so you know, I like to get as much as I can. Okay, what happened here? Nothing apparently. Right, let's get to it.
Not out to hurt you.
Bollocks!
Okay, what's going on? It's exciting stuff, isn't it?
Take me.
I want to help you.
Ha! Forgive me, but I just don't believe you.
Oh, sweetie! Right, what is that?
Gotta be kidding me.
A fire elemental. Right, wait! Okay, fire elemental, I should know. It's elemental. Right, fire elemental. What do we need against that? A Dimiterium bomb? thought I said that. Right, we need elemental oil and ard. Like sometimes ard doesn't work, depending on you know, if they're boss ones or not. So we want elemental oil. So that's first of all, that's our first port of call. So I can only do one thing at a time. Because one, that was inventory. Right, what did I say? Elemental oil. I always forget what colour it is. Elemental oil. But I could go for fire elemental, which would be far better. So let's do it. Make it easy for myself. But you know, it takes a long time to get through all these. Well, I don't use them. So you know, next time, you know, I asked. It's got a sort option there, so I thought, oh, good, I'll do it by name. Don't have the option to do it by name. So hopefully it's one of these. If you know the colour, please tell me. Oh, that's an earth elemental. So is that a clue to, you know, like what bottle it is? No, it isn't. So it takes a while to get through all these. Which is why I generally don't go through them. It's because, you know, it's unlikely to be any of these. So it looks like I haven't got one for that. So against an earth element, that would be handy, but because it's not an earth elemental, it's not going to be handy. So I think we'll just stick with what we have. So it's going to be, yeah, so that one's that. So that's the one we'll be doing. So hopefully it does pick out the right sword. Right, okay, oh yeah. I should have been taking those chunks out of him, those chunks. But yeah, it is a bit of a flamethrower, this one. I don't know why I'm doing that. So we'll try hard. It may not work. Especially when, you know, they're out of charge. It did work slightly. Oh, but it didn't really stop him much. Oh, watch out for that one. So I'll keep away from that then, obviously. Ooh, got me there. Oh, got me. Right, okay, right, now we're in trouble. Right, so now we've got the long process of waiting for it to fill out. You know, which is always my biggest headache, is waiting for that thing to fill up. Will you get one hit? So yeah, I've got to be careful here. I've got all the flames and that. So we just do the one blow at a time. Hope I can avoid these flames just a little bit longer. The thing to fill back up if you're wondering. And it's not, yeah, no, I haven't got stamina or whatever it is. So yeah, it's a little bit tricky, I've got to wait. Oh god, I can't do it. Yeah, I'm always stuck by this. Oh dear, we're in trouble now. Because this is constantly eating away at us. Okay, yeah, I could die here. I may have to just go in for a quick finish. Yeah, because otherwise I was going to die. Right, get out of there.
Enemy.
So quiet.
Oh dear. Wow, that. Right, where have I got to go first of all? Well, I want to get the stuff that's in trouble. Come on, Geralt. Come on, Geralt, please. Oh. Right, it's probably I can't save here. Or do this, but. Oh, God, please. Right, okay, we can't do meditation. Oh, God, this is tough when you got to work at speed. How am I doing anyway? Right, okay. It's tough stuff, isn't it? But yeah, when you got to constantly switch things, it's very difficult to do stuff. Now, what I could do, I suppose, is take one of those, couldn't I? So I'll try and... So I'll have to do that. Where are they getting me from? Philippa! Oh, it's alright, Philippa. Oh, don't hurt Philippa.
Stop squirming. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be long dead by now.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you want? To torment me? To watch others do so?
I need your help.
Yes. See how gracefully I lift her up. And thus easing her pain. Right, I'm just going to see if I can pause just for a second. I just want to check the mic. Okay.
Betray me, and I will.
Relax. Not planning on it. Triss is outside. She'll explain everything.
This could make the fight at the very end easier if I have some help. Because I don't think I can do it on my own. Oh, it's an exciting episode.
Deepest apologies, but the lady will come with me.
Dijkstra, I don't have time for this. Get out of my way.
I've no quarrel with you, Geralt, but Phil and I have lots to talk about. Remember the assassins you sent after me, darling Phil? A grave error. Such matters ought to be handled personally, as I will now demonstrate.
I need her.
Not gonna demonstrate a damn thing. I need her.
And I don't give a flying fuck.
Because I don't know
I've
if I
awaited
helped her the
this
first
moment
time.
forever, so very sorry, but I care as much about your plans as I do about the snows of Mahakam. Philippa will come with me and answer for all the courtesies she's paid me.
I'll try and stop that if I can. Tell you what the Emperor's after if you let us go. Or shove them aside forcefully. So it's very difficult to know what decision is which. I'm going to shove him. See, you don't even get a chance to say. That's the only thing about this is you don't quite know the outcome. And if I back out, is it going to ruin it? So I'm going to do that and hope that works.
Sorry, can't let that happen.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, break his leg, break his leg. Right, okay, I'm trying to save. Because I don't know if I saved the sorcerers the first time, so I'm going to try and do it this time. Because I think I helped Dijkstra the first time.
Sorry to take so long, but I had to deal with the
guards. Him at the end.
Hello, Triss.
Philippa, are you all right?
I've been better.
I'll get you out of here.
Gonna be all right.
Yeah, one. Thanks for your help.
Is that all after all that effort? There she goes, disappearing to another portal. I'm sorry, Dijkstra, but you know, it had to be done. So we're always repeating text, great. Right, so we have some, so we're seeing us giving us extra levels. Right, so we've finished the quest. I wonder if I've got a skill, although for some reason I seem to be jiggling at the moment. I do like a good jiggle actually. Right, okay, I'll talk to you in a minute. But anything else I can nick, like flowers? Because you know these flowers are a little bit rare. I think, you know, I'm just going to pinch them all because they don't weigh anything. And then we talk to this idiot, and if I can lift a load of stuff from here and nick it all, I will. Because you know he's a bit of a criminal. Might have sided with him, but right, Dijkstra, sorry about that, but you know I had to help her.
Haven't you done enough? Leave me be.
Okay, fair enough. It's alright, actually. Look, you know she's better looking than you anyway, and I'm gonna jump through here. Right, okay. I don't know. I think you know. Do you think things got better once we got past do these little side missions? I know, it's kind of some of the quest contract things. Some of them I quite like because they do evolve into a nice stories. But I'm not so keen on the kind of smaller one.
What am I to do now?
Right, okay, so I think that will do for today. What do you think, everybody? It took a turn for the better once we get onto the good stuff, didn't it? Be very just quickly, just get these off. Just going to clear these off a minute. It shouldn't take so long. It's a good UI, but I'll tell you what, it is a complicated UI, and you know, it just takes a while to wade through stuff. So you know, I do like that it has lots of choices, but it just makes it a little bit tricky to know what to do in a certain situation when you have very little time to do stuff. So I'm going to save it here. All right, so I'll do it on a separate save. All right, and then you know, maybe I'll in fact I probably will. We'll be playing with Jess tonight on Grounded. I'll try and do you know, a little bit of maybe me building or Jess building a little bit of Rivendell. We'll try and set a camera up so you can kind of see a little bit, because you know, it's not much good at the way we're doing it at the moment. It's really difficult because I can only do it on a phone and it gives you a maximum of 3 minutes, so it's very difficult for me to do any kind of, you know, I wish YouTube would just be able to do I know it's a short, but yeah, it's just tricky to set it up. So but I just want to show you like little bits. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that today. You know, that quest that I've been trying to do, my God, I just find some of the quests very hard because they don't guide you so well. So those are the ones I tend to be not doing. I'm trying to do them, but there's obstacles in the way where, you know, it doesn't give you enough information sometimes. I've probably missed in the information, and that's probably what has happened. You know, I've missed the sort of vital thing that I didn't quite get at the time. But you know, I'm not interested in these things. You know, yeah, I wouldn't mind that one, doing that save. I'll probably do this one next time because I'm trying to, you know, increase the level so that when we do face the kind of end of the game, it gets a bit better. But I don't want to do too many of these kind of dull, boring ones. This one we seem to get stuck on, so we'll try that one because this might be interesting. So that's probably what we'll do next time. The sad tale of the Gospart brothers, and hopefully maybe do a bit of the quest. But I'll tell you what, let's first of all just see if we have points. But I find progression has been a bit slow in this, but it's probably because I didn't do a lot of the earlier stuff. But anything which promotes healing quicker and longer is what I've been concentrating on, because it's just so easy to lose big chunks of health all the time. So I'm very much trying to improve that situation. So when consumed, mutagen deconcoction. So that's if you do deconcoction, that's any trouble. So it's choosing the right one. All bombs, even those that don't inflict damage, now do 50% less damage. So that might be handy. But really, anything that makes potions last longer is what I've been concentrating on. But I'm not sure which one gives me more of that. You know, I get more opportunities to throw my, you know, kind of fire spell or something. It always seems desperately slow, and I don't know how to do it because there's so many sections here that I don't know which one is the correct one, because I can't advance these anymore. I mean, all I've got is crossbows and that, so it's not that one. So it has to be this one or that one. But I just haven't got enough points to do these quick enough. So I don't really know what to do. I took this one off because I wanted it to just protect me as opposed to do the exploding shield, because you've got to hold it for a certain amount of time, and when it runs out, if you haven't timed it right, you're going to miss. So I just don't know which ones to do here. So I've been trying to concentrate on this. I wonder if I can do that one. So potion effects don't wear off until toxicity falls to 85%. But anything that improves it, because this always does it. See, I never know which one is the best, but it's probably that one. Each potion imbued heals 20% of maximum. So let's do that one. Because anything that makes that whole thing quicker is what I want. They're just too slow sometimes. So let's go to alchemy. So I just like to show this because these are things that can, you know, really help us in the late game. If we do all these mutagens, the stronger ones you put in, the better. And then just see if there's anything that's unlocked. So we're gradually unlocking new ones. At least I hope so. But really we could do with these superior ones. And I'm missing. I can't seem to get any of those crafting materials. No matter how hard I look, I can't find it. So I am struggling with it. It's complicated to find some of these ingredients. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that was enough to keep you interested. I'll try and do this game as long as I can. And if I can do the main mission, I will. But I just want to go up a couple of, maybe 2 or 3 more levels. Just so that if I do the end game, I'm in with a chance of being able to do it. And then I would like to try another game. Like one of the 2 that I have, which is Kingdom Come Deliverance. Vowed I don't think is out on PlayStation, so I can't do that one anyway. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so thank you all for coming in. I'll just check that I haven't missed anybody. So I've got Narinder down, I've got Alan, I've got Neptunescape, Alan, Eric, has I got the other Alan? Yeah, I've got that one. So thank those for coming in today. So thanks very much for coming in. Thank you to Neptunescape, to Alan Ursage, I hope I said that right, and Narinder Sadhu. Thank you very much for coming in, all of you. Very much appreciated it. And yeah, Narinder Sadhu. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that was enough to keep you interested. I'll see you all next time. And next stream will be on Saturday at 3:30 UK time with Skyrim. And yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do about Skyrim because I want to play another game and I don't know whether to try and get through this one and then bring in Kingdom Come Deliverance or Skyrim. But Skyrim has been popular for a while and I do love it, and I'll always go back to it. So even if I did stop it for a while, I will be going back. And I want to do Saruman at some point, but I just can't fit it in at the moment. So I'll do that when I can. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you all next time, and hopefully you'll join me on Saturday. So bye for now. Have a good rest of the week, and we'll have a go on Grounded tonight. And if we're in the mood, we'll do a bit of recording. But we're just doing the opening bit. We've both just done a teeny bit of the start, and we're trying to just join together tonight. We're just kind of in the opening part of the game, so we're just doing the tutorial bit. I've just gone past the tutorial bit. I can't remember now. So we'll try and do some gameplay of Grounded too. Okay. I'll see you all next time. Take care and have a good rest of the week. Okay. Bye for now and take care.